my loves, how's everyone doing? I hope y'all are staying safe. I'm so happy to welcome you guys back into my kitchen, and this week I'll be showing you guys how to make this very easy curry shrimp recipe. I realized that I haven't done any fish recipes, so this one is for my pescatarians and shrimp lovers. So these are all the ingredients we'll be working with today. I have all my seasonings, vegetables, and spices, and I have my shrimp. This is around a pound of shrimp that I peeled and deveined. Now we're gonna go ahead and start seasoning our shrimp, and you guys can use whatever seasonings you prefer. The great thing about shrimp is that it takes on whatever flavor and it's very easy to prepare. I'm starting off with around a teaspoon of ground turmeric, and this step is completely optional. I love to add turmeric to my curry. It has wonderful health benefits and it adds flavor. I also added a teaspoon of curry powder and black garlic powder. Regular garlic powder will do here. And I also added a little bit of black pepper, around half teaspoon of onion powder, and a little bit of that Sazon. This is my favorite seasoning, Sazon. Get that Sazon in. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of allspice / pimento seed with a little bit of oil just to add some moisture so the seasonings can be distributed. And I'm just gonna go in and mix that and let it sit for a little bit while we get our pot nice and hot with some oil. And we're just gonna sort of stir fry our shrimp for a minute on both sides. We're not trying to overcook the shrimp here. In total, I'm probably gonna be cooking my shrimp for around 7 minutes or so. Also, you guys want to ensure that you get uncooked shrimp. The cooked shrimp is normally pinkish, so just make sure that you don't buy cooked shrimp. So what we're basically doing here is just burning the curry a little bit. We're not trying to fully cook the shrimp here because remember we have our potatoes and carrots that take a while to cook, so we don't want to cook them too much here. And I got my potatoes cooking over there. As you can see, I served this up with some mashed potatoes and some fried plantains. So now I'm gonna go in with my carrots and potatoes, and I'm just gonna let that sit and sort of fry a little bit. And I'm using a large carrot and a small potato. And then we're gonna go in with our minced garlic, and that's 3 cloves of garlic that I minced, and around 2 stalks of thyme. And we're just gonna cover that and let it produce a little bit of steam, and then come back and see how it's looking. So guys, I'm cooking a corn on the cob that I cut up into small pieces, and this stuff is completely optional, but it will add a lot of flavor to your shrimp. So this is how our shrimp is looking after around 2 minutes. I'm gonna go in with around half cup of coconut milk, and then we're just gonna cover that and let the coconut milk cook for a minute or two, and then we'll see how it's looking after that. This is just smelling absolutely amazing. Like, anybody else love to smell the scent of curry cooking? It's just my favorite. So this is how we're looking after 2 to 3 minutes on medium flame. I'm now going in with my peppers, and I'm using half of a small green and yellow bell pepper, and I'm also using half of a medium-sized onion, and I'm just gonna give that a good mix. And then I'm gonna add a drop of hot water just to let that cook a little bit more, and then we'll come back and check. So I'm just gonna give it around an additional 2 minutes on very low flame so that it can simmer and all the flavors do their thing. Okay guys, it's about that time. This is how we're looking after that 2 minutes. The pata bubble up, yeah. Now I'm just gonna go in with my corns, and the good thing is that we already cooked the corn, so we don't need to cook this anymore. I'm reducing my flame to very low. Guys, please don't overcook your shrimp. That's the worst taste and feel ever. So I'm just letting my corn sit a little bit and let all the flavors incorporate. Like, that sweetness from the corn is just gonna add so much more flavor to it. This was such a good idea. Like, all that's really missing from this right now is some red color, like some red bell pepper or something. I love my food looking colorful. It's all about the presentation for me. But I'm just adding some red pepper flakes right now to give it some kick, you know, that flavor. It's all about the flavor too. And I got my ripe plantains frying, looking so good. But when I tell you guys that this recipe is a very easy go-to recipe, like, you cannot go wrong. And you can serve this up with some white rice or rice and peas, like whatever you prefer it with, some veggies, whatever. So this is the end product, guys. We're looking good, smelling good, and not to mention the taste. I really hope yours came out as good as mine did. And if you like this video, please go ahead and leave a thumbs up, and don't forget to share and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend, okay? Thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time.